Okay everyone, we're back. This time we're going to use the vomit. What we got here, a procedure that we're going to give you a real quick hand on is, you've come along, the average person has come along, they've seen a spill, someone vomited. It's not in the bathroom usually, it's usually in the hallway somewhere or something. The first thing we should do is secure the area. We're confined here so we don't have it, but we normally put a wet floor sign up. The first thing that we try to do at all, I'm going to do it a little bit extra, it normally comes with a shaker. I just want to go a little faster. What we normally do is we would try and get at least some of this to go, to start to pick up the liquid. And don't be afraid to use too much. This actually works better, the more the better actually. It'll keep working. As we showed you in the blood one, it just keeps working. So we let that sit for a minute. We have the area secured, and we do is come back with the proper, let me just, sorry about that. Sorry, I had to step out. Come back with gloves. I got safety goggles on, I put on already. And we come back and we'll always wear some gloves. Some rubber gloves are very important. Now everybody has different procedures in different plants. They may require rubber boots, they may require a full smock or a Tyvek suit kind of thing, or some other protective or a face shield. And also, we'd recommend a lot of times, we recommend some good respirators, different kinds. We just want to get away from the spillage, extra spray or something that comes around. So whatever your company deems to be done, that's the procedure you should follow. And what we're showing you here is just one procedure. There's others. This is one we think is the most simple. It's not rule that you have to do it this way, but it's one of our ways. So if you'd like to change anything in our procedure, that's up to you. We're just showing you one. So what we've done is, we've actually come and we sprayed up our absorbent here that we're going to do. And what we do at this point is, we get our stuff prepared. So we need a little bit more of that, we'll probably need. We're going to need a little bit of a disinfectant cleaner that we're going to do. And our famous puke paddles, which everybody asks about. Cost us about probably half a cent. We make them ourselves. Make sure you have enough towels. I brought some extra ones here that I use. And what we do with this, we got to be careful on cross-contaminating. And what we do, any bag that you use, we do have special colored bags. Some guys, you can use yellow ones, some procedures. Some people use orange ones, some use red ones, some use yellow ones. Some may say something on them. If you could pass me just that big bag there. Yeah. There is bags that we can get that say biohazard on them. What we recommend, and how I tell people to do it, is take a bag that you're going to use and roll the outside in. From this point on, this bag stays with you. Sounds kind of bad, but you want to dispose of everything in here. And you want to take it, when you're doing whatever you're doing, you put it in here, and you finish up the bag and you take it away. You don't leave this bag for anybody else to clean. But you roll it so you have the fresh side on the outside. Okay, so what we do is we try and put that down somewhere close to where we can work. And the first thing we'll do is we'll see how much powder has worked. And this is probably the worst part of the whole thing. But what you can see is we contain this whole area in one small little spot. We're not spreading it, we're not smearing everything all over. We're going to keep it in one area. So what we do is we always push to the middle. Good to use the respirator, it doesn't smell as bad. But as you guys can see already, you can see that we've taken the liquid, the stomach acids, the different bits of food, all the liquid. I know it sounds bad, but if we just move it around a little bit and let the drying agent absorb all the moisture. Okay? Looks pretty good to me already, actually. So what we do at this stage, we bring our bag fairly close, and we try and scoop everything in. Okay, looks like we've got a good portion of it. Am I giving off a lot of glare off my head here? No? Okay. No. But as you can see, we do that. Now we're pretty much done with the paddles. That goes into the bag also. At this point, what we have to do is clean the area first, disinfect. You cannot disinfect an area unless it's clean. So we have these products. We won't need any more absorbent, so we'll just put that away. So keep anything from contaminating in our area. So what we do is we have our bucket, as we showed you before. It's a two compartment bucket, and we're going with the microfiber. Microfiber is an excellent way to keep germs down and cleaning to a minimum. So a two-stage tank keeps the clean and the dirt apart. What we do with this, oh yeah, okay. It works. And what we'll do is always clean to the middle, back to where it was. Not smearing to the outside, not smearing away, but trying to get everything we can to the middle. And with microfiber, it picks up a lot. And then we will we'll shake it over the bucket. Normally what we can do is this way, but I'll shake it over the bucket, clean it off a little bit. Now the cleaners that we use in here is not a disinfectant. We don't have to use a disinfectant at this point. If you want to use a disinfectant cleaner, that's perfectly fine. But let's do the strokes. Little figure 8 strokes. We still have a little product left there. We'll move this to the side. Okay, now that product, the machine, the mop and everything, we'll disinfect when we're done. We rinse everything out, clean it off, spray disinfectant and clean it, or wash the microfiber in a good solution of cleaning agent, okay? This is not to be touched by anybody else at this point. At this point, we have a little bit of residue left. We take towels. Have lots of paper towels around. They're inexpensive, they'll absorb everything, so we can pick up that last little bit, the towel. Now we try and clean the area with a throwaway towel. Looks fairly clean, looks pretty decent. At this stage we can disinfect now. As you notice, I always have my bag here. Keep that close to you. I'll get a few more towels just to make it a little, lots of towels. They're not too expensive. It grabs the bacteria, we don't spread it. And as you can see, the whole time we've contained everything to this little area here. Now that we think it's clean, you know, it looks clean. We don't have a lot of residue or a lot of any pieces or chunks. When it looks at this stage, we can disinfect. Now, the area is fairly big. I try to tell people to disinfect at least twice the area that the spill was. Okay, so we'll go back over in here. Now this can be done with a wash bucket, if you would like, you know, with a mop and pail, and use disinfectant if you have another one. You can't use the same one until it's cleaned out because you don't want to cross-contaminate. So we put on, this is a no-rinse sanitizer that I brought. There's a number of that we can use. There's a number of different ones we have that you can use, and that's up to individuals or your company if they're speccing something. We use that. We let it sit. Now, unfortunately, we don't have time. We should let it sit at least 5 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the product. Maybe a little longer. That's a normal procedure, is 5 to 7 minutes. You let it sit and let it work, because now it's actually activated, killing some of the bacteria. And at that point, there's still some residue because we got people walking here. We want to dry it up. So we gotta lapse forward 10 minutes. And if there's anything left, we should clean it up. Any residue or wet areas. We'll clean that up, throw that away, and then we'll do it again. We should do it a couple of times to make sure we have killed anything that's in the area. And it should be good saturated, good and wet, so it has the area to kill everything, to kill the bad germs. The quick germs die very quick, but we gotta let it sit, we gotta dwell. It's called dwell time, we need the dwell time. So we're zooming forward again, another 10 minutes, and then you could take Then you can clean off any leftover liquid, any of the products still left, you can use that. And then always fold everything in, make sure it looks good, put it all in the bag. If you'd like afterwards, you can get a clean bucket, clean mop, and mop a bigger area. But remember, we started with an area this big, we just cleaned an area this big. Unless there's been a lot of spray or someone slipped through it, you got it contained, you got it in one little area. We got it cleaned up basically a few minutes. It's all cleaned up. Got your bag. At this point, you take your gloves off. Touch the outside, right? You can take the inside of your glove and grab the next one. Okay, all in the bag. This bag now, as it's been curled, when you pull the outside, anything that was on the inside is on the inside. This bag, not to be put in another garbage. This bag is to be taken now and disposed of in a proper place, according to your company procedures or where they want it, or you take it and you dispose of it yourself. But it should stay in your possession until you actually put it in a proper area. I hope that concludes it. I hope you had a little understanding, and hope this makes it a lot safer for you, a lot easier to clean something up. It's not as bad as it looks. It's a lot easier when you know what you're doing. We haven't contaminated, we haven't smeared all over. We've taken a little area. Now, just another quick minute, I'll talk one more thing. If this happens on a carpet, if it's on a carpet, the powder works very well in the carpeting. We trade a wash bucket and pail for a vacuum cleaner. And we let that spray in. We actually have a brush. I don't have a carpet to tell you, but we do a little brushing on it. We vacuum it up after it's sat. We do the same with the disinfectant cleaners for the carpeting. Make sure you're using the right disinfectant. Clean it up. The difference is you have to clean the hose, the wand, everything you used on your vacuum cleaner. It is a little bit more work, but we just fill up some water, disinfect it, run it through, let everything sit for 5 minutes. Hope you guys found that fun. Hope it's educational, easy to do. Don't be afraid. It's not something scared. Wear gloves, wear safety procedures, contain an area. Hey, anything else, you talk to us at Century and we'll help you out. Okay, bye for now.